This story from my experience, when the leadership team of a mid-sized European digital bank gathered for its quarterly review. One chart broke the silence. Customer growth at that time was rising. Onboarding smoother, card activation up, yet the red line for support saturation refused to drop. Tickets overflowed, multilingual requests built up, and wait time stretched dangerously long. The paradox was brutal. A borderless digital bank that could not speak to its own loyal customers. Expats, tech workers from Brazil, nurses from Poland, designers from Portugal, students from Ukraine, all expected support in their own languages instantly. Instead, their messages mixed tongues. Hola, necesito bloquear mi tarjeta. Можно проверить статус платежа. The system froze. Routing failed. Scaling users had outpaced scaling understanding. Scaling users had outpaced scaling understanding. Selecting the model came later. The group defined strict constraints: data residency, latency budget, multilingual accuracy, auditability, all of that before testing LLMs. Vertex AI eventually won. Not for brilliance, but for reliability, safety tuning, and tight GCP integration. In a regulated world, the best model meant the least likely to explode. Security wrapped everything in zero trust. No component was ever trusted by default. Personally identifiable table was tokenized before inference, sensitive attributes stripped from prompts, results validated before display. All backed operations run through isolated workflows with immutable BigQuery logs. Even compliance officers usually are allergic to diagrams called the system maps actually readable. The multilingual battlefield proven the hardest. Real users mix languages in one sentence. Hey, moja carta no funciona, can you help please? LLM coped easily. Classifiers didn't. Through dozens of micro ADRs, the team tuned detection, confidence scoring, and escalation rules until intent recognition became generally polyglot. Once cleared by PL, automation took over, but only inside narrow observable limits. The AI could block or freeze cards, adjust limits within bounds, check payments, issue documents, and open CRM tickets. All actions flowed through hardened APIs, Cloud Run, PubSub, message brokers, and serverless workflows. The miracle wasn't autonomy, it was discipline. Launch day felt like a rocket countdown. Multilingual load tests, shadow deployments, compliance audit, line by line. When the switch flipped, ticket quests shrank within hours. 6 months later, human workload 51%, 27% of interaction fully automated. Response time approximately 8 seconds. 0 on authorized actions. Regulators? No finding some problem. Even support agents started using the AI themselves because it made them faster. Rather than hire more agents, the bank's executives launched an internal experiment, built a multilingual AI platform that could listen like a human, act like a banker. They formed an unusual task force: AI engineers, compliance officers, risk controllers, product leads, and support managers. It was like a Marvel team of banking. Our mission was create not a chatbot but an intelligence layer. It would converse in 14 languages, handle code switching, verify intent, automate safe actions, and respect PSD2, AML, and GDPR. To keep decisions transparent, the team logged every architecture choice in lightweight ADRs and mapped clear ownership through RACI tables. Compliance held veto power, engineering defined methods, security built guardrails. The clarifier accelerating everything. The first prototype impressed everyone, until it began inventing answers. When asked to unblock a card, it fabricated an explanation instead of escalating the request. That's when the team created its most critical invention, the policy enforcement layer. The AI could talk but not act without this deterministic gatekeeper. PEL analyzed intent, assessed risk, checked permissions, and only then allowed execution. Every action passed through it. Anything uncertain was stopped or handled to a human. The lesson was simple. AI isn't power because it's smart. It's powerful because it's controlled. The winning in architecture combined LLM for language, PL for decisions, serverless workflows for action, zero trust for data, ADRs for clarity, and governance as a code. It didn't replace humans, it amplified them inside safe boundaries. Expats were only phase 1. Next comes multilingual dispute handling, AI assisted onboarding, and proactive alert across continents. The conclusion is clear. In global finance, communication is security. A bank that cannot speak its customers' language cannot keep its trust. This one can, because it learned that understanding isn't about words. It's about control, transparency, and the courage to build intelligence that knows its limits. I can't disclose the name of the bank, but I can able to publish several ADRs and some HashiCorp infrastructure as a code descriptions. I have uploaded them to my GitHub, there is a link in the description. Hopefully this will be helpful to someone.